Welcome to another exciting episode of Musa and Show. Here is what we have today.
Breaking news. UMinister we-Higher Education usekhipha istatement esithi lamagama lawa abawaphumile abo-chairperson bama-board wamasitha abekawaqokile obekulindeleke ukuthi ngolwesithathu ayovela phambi kwe-portfolio committee ayophendula ngawo. Usewahlehlisile lawo magama wasaqhubeki nama-appointment. Nansi ipost yakhe ayibhale ku-X eyaziwa ngeTwitter ethi emveni kokulandela i-consultation nama-stakeholders kuma-post-school education kanye nakuma-training sector and i-council yabo regarding appointment yokubekwa ko-chairperson bama-boards wamasitha, ngithatha isinqumo sokuthi angisihlehlise leyo process leyo eyayibhekwe iphanele independent or iphanele ezimele. Njengoba ubona nje ukhipha istatement uDr Nobuhle Nkabane. Kodwa lolu daba selikhulumile ey'nsukwini ezedlule ngoba ilona daba lolu luze lwenza ukuthi uSihle Lonze egcine exoshwe eParliament ngoba kuthe sekuvunyelwane ngokunye nawo kodwa udaba nje olubese ematheni ngoba la bekune-letter ebikhombisa ukuthi uqoka indodana kaBaba uGwede Mantashe kanye nomeluleki kaGwede Mantashe. Futhi lapha mawubheka ama-cadre lawa we-ANC. Ngicabanga ukuthi into engizoyenza la sizobheka istatement lezi ngokwehlukana kwazo. Nasi-ke istatement esisusa umsindo. Le statement isona lesesilethe ukukhuluma kakhulu. Futhi into egqamile ngaso ukuthi abantu abaningi la bangamalungu e-ANC. Okwesibili abase-KZN. Shuthi i-ANC yase-KZN engenela ngobuningi. Besithi kusekuncane-ke lokhu kodwa babili abantu abasusa umsindo. Wonke umuntu wamangenya wathi akukwazi ukwenzeka lokhu. Ukubeka ka-Mr. Gwebinkundla Qonde oyi-former DG ye-Department of Higher Education and Training waphinde futhi waba umeluleki ka-ANC National Chairperson uMinister uGwede Mantashe. Owesibili okunele kwavela igama lakhe kwasuka ngempela abantu kwenza ukuthi abantu babe ne-concern uMr. Buyambo Mantashe oyindodana ka-National Chairperson uGwede Mantashe. U-Chairperson we-Portfolio Committee on Higher Education and Training naye-ke ubhalele letter lo ibona la ku-screen. Ifundeka kanje: Dear Committee Chairperson, ngiyathemba ukuthi le ncwadi ikuthola kahle. Ngibhala le ncwadi ngirequest ukuthi sicela ukuthi uMinister we-Higher Education and Training uDr Nobuhle Nkabane avele phambi kwekomiti yethu ngokushesha. Lokhu kulandela ukubekwa kwabantu akuvela sengathi i-list yama-cadres e-ANC e-KZN okubalwa kuyo indodana ka-ANC Chairperson uMinister uGwede Mantashe as u-Chairperson we-SITA Board. Iningi lalamagama livusa imibuzo eserious ukuthi langabe uMinister usebenzisa ukuba connected kwakhe ngokwezepolitiki na ukuze njengoba eqoke labantu abaqokile ukuthi babe osihlalo bamabhodi. Njengoba ngibhala le ncwadi ngicela ukuthi ikomiti lim-interrogate uMinister ukuze ngale list ayenzile abantu ababili ukuze sithole ukuthi ukuze baqoke laphaya baqokwe hayi ngoba kuhlangane nezepolitiki. Wayesiyabhala-ke egcina into i-cooperation yakhe ukuthi basolve lama-concern angayi-appreciate. Ngakho kuthe noma sekuseParliament wakugcizelela futhi u-Chairperson ukuthi umbhalele ngempela uMinister wamcela ukuthi uzofika eParliament. UMinister-ke besilindele ukuthi afike ngolwesithathu. Nakodwa istatement asikhiphe namuhla. Istatement lesi siphume ngomhla ka-15 May 2025. Isihloko sithi withdrawal of recent appointed chairpersons of SITA boards with immediate effect. Sifundeka kanjena. Emveni kokulandela i-consultation esibena nama-stakeholder kuma-post-school education and training sectors kanye ne-council regarding appointwa kwabo-chairperson be-board of sector education and training authorities okwaziwa ukuthi ama-SITA. Ngithatha isinqumo sokuthi ngisihlehlise leyo process leyo ebeyibhekelelwe i-independent panel or i-panel ezimele. Uthi ubiza bonke laba aba-relevant ama-constituencies ukuthi anominate abantu abazoba ngama-candidate. I-integrity yale process ama-appointment izokwenziwa in terms of ama-guidelines ezibhaliwe kuma-Skills Development Act yango-1998 amendiwe. Futhi-ke uthatha isinqumo soku-withdrawa lama-appointments ebese sekawenzile njengoba ephendula ama-concerns, ebona ama-concerns abantu. Futhi uthatha lesinqumo in the interest of good governance, i-transparency, nokwenza sure ukuthi kune-accountability uma kwenziwa i-appointment process. Ngalesi sizathu-ke uzophinda ivule le process ukuthi akhiphe i-Government Gazette, abize wonke ama-nominations ukuthi ba-applye for iy'nsuku eziwu-7. Uthi uzoqoka ipanel independent ukuthi kube yiyona ezoprocessa ama-nomination, iphinde recommend abantu abazobe ngama-candidate labo. Le process le izobe abantu abazoqoka lapho ba-competent noma banolwazi na futhi banayo experience na. Futhi bazokwenza isiqiniseko sokuthi iyabhalansa zonke iy'nhlanga, ubulili, abantu abasha nabantu abaphila nokukhubazeka noma abantu abakhubazekile nabo bazobe bekhona lapho. Bathi wonke-ke ama-candidate azobe recommend-we la kuzofuneka ukuthi aphase ama-test lawa azobe edlula kuwo ne-process la bazobe edlula kuyo. Futhi-ke in the interest of i-transparency kanye ne-good governance, usibona kunesidingo sokuthi apresent idatha ama-qualifications yalaba kade eba-recommendile ebaqokile as our-chairman bama-board. Uthi kulaba abayi-20 abewakhethile abantu laba akubo bekukhona abathathu abanama-doctorate okubalwa kwe-NQF level 10, at least abayi-15 banama-masters degree, NQF level 9, abawu-2 or medical doctors. So ukuba competent kwabo kurange from kubantu abango-engineer, ama-chartered accountants, ama-auditors, advocates, ama-medical doctors kanye nabantu abangama-experts kwi-governance. Uthi kuyinhloso yakho ukupresenta osihlalo bamabhodi lawa esikhathini esifishane nje sizayo. Wayesebhala ukuthi iphuma ku-Dr. Nobuhle Nkabane oyi-Member of Parliament. Ne-ANC-ke nayo ibhala i-statement nayo isupporta isinqumo sikaminister sokuthi avule kabusha ukuthi aplye nanokuthi ahlehlise lamagama labantu abesebeqokiwe. I-ANC ibhala i-statement cishe sifanele nalesi bengisifunda ngoba bona bakhombisa ukumeseka uminister. Angeke ngisifundeke lesi kodwa yileso sibona ku-screen sakhe, angeke ngisifunde. Kodwa nabe be-ANC bathi impela bayayincoma into eyenziwa uminister ngoba ukhombisa ukuthi abantu babe concern. Mina ngokwami ngicabanga ukuthi i-ANC iyabona ukuthi uminister akenzanga kahle, ngakho-ke ingakho sebeyivula manje kube nje abantu abarezanga ama-concern ngabe asikuboni lokhu kwenzeka. Yabona nje uma ubheka iparagraph second last ithi ANC ngeke lecture uma kuza ku-accountability yilabantu laba abangenanhlonipho for ama-democratic institution abajika yonke i-policy befuna ngoba befuna ukugqama. Iparagraph yokugcina bathi lokho esikubonayo akukona ukunqoba kulaba abebephikisana nalezi kodwa kukhula nediscipline ye-government olidwa yi-ANC ilokhu akukhombisini. Clement Manyathela-ke naye ukhulumile no-chairperson ikakhulukazi mayelana nodaba lokuxoshwa kaSihlelonzi eParliament. Ngibona ibalulekile le part efuneka eyenzeke lapha eParliament sizwe ngo-chairperson ngoba imbono yethu la ngibonile kwi-video esiyenzile imbono yethu ibihlukene. Asizwe ku-chairperson mayiphendula ukuthi uthini kungani uSihlelonzi gcine kuthatha isinqumo sokuthi akakhishwe eParliament.
Let's start with the EFF MP, Sihlelonzi's removal from Parliament's Portfolio Committee on Higher Education. Why exactly was he removed?
So the meeting yesterday was convened to get a briefing from the department on what is it that they would have done in implementing the forensic investigation from Duja at construction SETA. And then when the meeting started, I indicated to members that I have received 2 letters from 2 political parties who are serving in our committee, one from Honorable Khakhaw of the DA and one from Honorable Sihle Ngubane of the MKP. And they were asking if the list that, or the so-called leaked list that is doing the rounds, if it's true.
Yeah.
I responded to members and indicated that we have not received any list of anybody who's appointed at the SITAs, so we advise members not to reduce the meeting of Parliament to a gossip that tomorrow the minister can come and say it's not true. So the meeting then deliberated on the matters and agreed that I must write to the minister, which I did whilst in the same meeting, indicated to her that she must give us or release the list if she has appointed by Monday, 19 February. The committee agreed.
Noma kukuningi okusho chairperson la kodwa kuhamba phambili ukuthi i-meeting yona ngokwayo beyimayelana nama-report lawa ama-investigation weDuja ebefuneka bezoreporta ngawo kwi-constructions isitha le-construction. Oqala nje meeting beyimayelana nalokho. Uthi-ke uthole ama-email amabili abuwambuza ngamayelana nodaba ukuthi nansi letter siyayibona ethi sek-appointwa abantu kuba babe uchairperson bama-board. Base bevumelana, ngifuna futhi le ndawo ngi-highlight, base bevumelana ukuthi cha, ngcono abhalele uminister uminister azoziphendula bokwamanje abanasiqiniseko ngoba kwabona yena njengo-chairperson akakatholi letter ebazisayo njengeparlament ukuthi sek-appoint obani. So bafuna uminister azoziphendulela, kwase kuvunyelwana. Funa le part futhi ngiphinde ngicacise, base bevumelana ukuthi cha, asizukukhuluma lokho ngoba lokhu kufana namahemhem okwamanje. Uminister uzoziphendulela yena. Mayisesekabiziwe akabhalelwe iletha, wayesebhalelwa ke iletha, base bevumelana ukuthi awizukubuzwa le mibuzo ngoba izobilinda uminister asiqhubeke.
That we will then not speak on this matter. We'll continue with discussing the matters of the day, which was on the agenda, which was adopted. Sihle Lonzi, Mr. Lonzi was not in the meeting at the time. He arrived late. When he arrived, he then wanted to change the decision that has been taken by members of all political parties who are participating in or who are deployed to participate in the Committee on Higher Education. As the chairperson, I had the responsibility to inform him that the matter that he wants to raise has already been agreed to by the committee. It's a committee resolution. Yeah. And unfortunately, whether you like it or not, but you must adhere by it because you were not there. So he continued to disrupt meetings, and we had to apply Rule 66 and Rule 70 of the National Assembly by ejecting him because he refused the presiding officer's ruling, but also was unruly when other members of all political parties in the meeting called him to order, tried politely to tell him that matter will be referred to next week as we have already agreed.
Bonile ke sonke kuma video lapha ukuthi uchairperson uthe mayiqala nje ubuza umbuzo wayeseyamchazela kahle nje ukuthi cha sivumelene la njengoba siyiparliament siyindlu la ukuthi lembuzo sizoyibuza uminister. Ungawubuza omunye yena waphikelela, kwase kuphoqa ukuthi ngoba uyaphikelela akalaleli kuyena lo ophethe base be-apply lamarule akawasho yonke. Ingakho ngithi ibalekile lento ayichazayo chairperson ukuthi okokuqala i-meeting beyimayelana nani. Okwesibili nansi indaba esivelile bayimise kanjani. Futhi okugqamile la ofuna futhi sikugqamise uSihle Lonzi ube late. Wathola sekuxoxiwe kwakhulunywa bamazisa wayesephikelele ephika inkani. Sizoqhubeka kodwa lokhu ufuna kuhambe phambili ngoba iphathi nje ukuba late ikhombisa idiscipline. Ukuba late nje ukukhombisa ukungabi na discipline. noma ngabe kuthiwa ke isiphi isizathu sufike late-ke zithobe phela uthola ukuthi kuvunyelwane ngani bese uqhubeka lapho ngoba isivumelwano lesesenziwe wena sekufuneka ulandele leso sivumelwano.
They refused.
The question that he was asking, though, is whether the DG of Higher Education is aware that Gwede Mantashe's son has been appointed as the chair of one of the SETA boards. Why couldn't the DG answer that question? I mean, from the recording I saw of that meeting, you don't give the DG the opportunity to respond for himself if he's willing to respond to that question or not. But the question was not about whether or not he makes the appointments. The question was whether he is aware that appointments have been made and aware that Gwede Mantashe's son has been appointed as the chair of SETA board and that his advisor has also been appointed. And I suppose the point I'm trying to make, Tebogo, is that is an issue that has really concerned a lot of South Africans. Many people have seen that list that has been leaked, and the question they've had is, oh my goodness, is this true? Couldn't it have worked for an assurance to come from a DG of Higher Education to say, I can't get into the details, the minister will come and explain what happened because she makes the appointments, but here's what I can share with South Africans who are rightfully concerned about these appointments that are really raising eyebrows? Because that's what Parliament is there for, right?
Yeah, no, the first thing we must clarify is that that's not the question he asked. I think the question he asked was that, DG, are you aware of the appointments that have been made? And he did not, he only mentioned the name of Minister Mantashe's child when he was being evicted. I think if you can check the video, it will confirm that part. But members of the portfolio committee who agreed, who took a resolution, had many questions to ask to the DG. But we correctly said the DG has got, the department has got absolutely no role to play in the appointment of anybody in the SETAs. That is Section 11 of the Skills Development Act that gives the minister. We had then agreed that asking the DG will be asking for gossip in Parliament. The DG does not play a role. The minister does not report to the DG. If the minister was reporting to the DG, we would have allowed the DG to say, yes, the minister has appointed and has sent me the list, but the minister has no obligation to send to the DG, has no obligation to send, and therefore we said we will now be reducing the meeting to gossip.
But who do the SETAs then respond and report to? Do they report to the minister? Do they report to the DG? Because the DG is the accounting officer, isn't it? Even though appointments are made by the minister, who interfaces with the SETAs? It's not the minister, it's the DG who's the accounting officer. So it would be weird for us to say, oh, the minister makes the appointment, but the DG of the department has no idea of what appointments have been made, to which SETAs and which board chairpersons have been appointed. Wouldn't that be weird?
Phambi ke simdedele uChairperson aphendule kodwa nje okusemqoka la kubekayo ukuthi into ebebengayifuni bona ukuthi kukhulunywe based on igossip ngoba phela bese beyibhalile iletha ukuthi bacela uminister azophendula yena. So ukuthi kukhulunywe ke ngento eyigossip, umuntu okuyena yena responsible nokuyena ufuna kubuzwe yonke imibuzo kuye uminister ukuze kubuzwe umuntu oright. Asiqhubeke.
It's actually not true. The accounting authorities of the SETAs account to the minister. The legislation is clear that the DG plays no role in the even interfacing. The DG can't even tell the board of any SETA that they must do X, Y, and Z, because legislation is very clear that the minister will interface with the board chair or the accounting authority chair of the SETA, and not anybody else in that space. So Skills Development Act was crafted in that way. Why we can ask ourselves those questions, but the DG does not play any role even on accountability of it.
So so the SETAs and who looks at whether or not the SETAs are responding to the needs and the mandate that they have. I mean, the minister as the executive authority normally ministers would rely on their DGs or rely on the officials from the department. In this case, is that solely the responsibility of the minister to also measure whether or not the SETAs are meeting their targets? Are they doing their work?
Yeah, the CEOs of the SETAs will then report to a branch of the department called the skills branch on APPs and all of that. But we were talking about the accounting authority of the SETAs, where the DG plays absolutely no role. The Skills Development Act is very clear, is that the interface there is between the minister and the board chair of that particular SETA.
So you're saying the SETAs respond to the department?
Yeah, on the APPs and targets.
Okay.
They respond.
Okay, they respond to the department.
Yeah, that is the management. The CEO of the SETA will then, who's responsible for the annual performance plans or their targets that they would have reached, they report to the department as far as that is concerned. But governance of it, the department plays no role there.
Okay, let me ask you then about what has been the concern here. Are you aware? My understanding is that you've written this letter. I've seen the letter you wrote to the Minister of Higher Education. I mean, if it's true that Gwede Mantashe, who is the chairperson of the ANC, has a son that is appointed as a board chair for one of the SETAs, his advisor is appointed as one of the board chairs of the SETAs, wouldn't that concern you as the portfolio committee?
It will concern us if it's true. That is why we have written to the minister to confirm if indeed this is true, and we are going to engage with her. We have asked her to be available on Wednesday to engage with the committee on all these concerns that members would have raised. Those are serious concerns that members would have raised, and we want them to direct them to the relevant person who's the minister. If it's true, then I would be very concerned. I'm hoping that it's not true, because then we would have big problems with the accounting of these people who would be responding to the minister.
Have you seen the list of the board chairs of the SETAs? I mean, have you seen that it's full of, it looks like it's KZN ANC cadres?
I've not seen the list of the appointed people. I've seen the so-called leaked list, which I'm sure you are referring to. The list that the minister must confirm is the one that we wrote to her about yesterday, to confirm if it's indeed true. We've given until Monday. But if the leaked list is anything, that we must rely on, then indeed we're very worried.
Okay, so as the portfolio committee, have you been made aware of any decision the higher education minister has taken reversing some of the board appointments? Because that's what we are being sent now. We've been sent a letter that we are told that has been sent to the advisor of Gwede Mantashe. This is the withdrawal now of that appointment. I'm told that there are some names that have been withdrawn as well. What do you know? What can you share with us as the portfolio committee chair? What's been communicated to you?
Nothing has been communicated to us. We're waiting the minister to write to us. I've seen the letter that you are talking about. I've seen it on social media just now before we came on air. I don't know how true is it. Okay. But we have written officially to the minister for her to respond to us, and we're hoping that even what we are seeing there is fake news.
All right.
Qamele futhi nakule video njengoba uchairperson Natesho noma uminister njengoba manje sekuphumele letter azange ayazi si-portfolio committee, kanti kufanele ayazi si-portfolio committee ngezinto azenzakalayo ukuze ezokwazi ukuthi ngoba ila yena abamhold accountable khona, ila yena reporter khona ku-portfolio committee. So sizozwa ke ngolwesithathu ngoba phela noma sesiyibona iletha le kade siyifunda istatement esiphuma kuminister ne-ANC yathi yakuncoma ukwenza uminister, kodwa nje ngolwesithathu kufanele nafike eParliament. Asazi ke mhlambe angahlala angafiki esebalekela ukuthi bazombuza imibuzo, kodwa nje yena fanele abe seParliament njengoba eceliwe. Sizozwa ke ngolwesithathu ukuthi iportfolio committee mayihlala izothi isiphi isinqumo esesathatha. Bengithi nje angikwazise ngokwenzekile lapha ya. Futhi siyabonga na ku chairperson ukuthi asichazele ukuthi umhlangano bowumayelana nani? Ubonile kumhlangano? Ngiwubukile wonke u-5 hours ngiwubukile wonke. Umhlangano mawuqala ngabezwa futhi kukwenziwa isivumelwano sokuthi cha, ngoba uminister uyena o-appoint abantu, akubizwe yena, washo u-chairperson ukuthi uzombhalela incwadi amthumelele, njengoba kade sifunda la, ukuthi azoziphendulela nanoma sebethatha isinqumo sokuthi akuzukubuzwa lutho ku-DG, ngoba ekugcineni kosuku uzobatshela ngeprocess. Kodwa umuntu okuyena o-appoint abantu, kuyena ozofuneka asho ukuthi yini inform isinqumo sakhe, uminister. So ngaleso sizathu base bethi cha, asingabuzi kumuntu wrong, asibuze imibuzo kumuntu ozosipha iy'mpendulo, ngoba futhi ukukhuluma into phezu kwento oyizwayo nje ongenasiqiniseko sayo akusizi. Iyona-ke ividiyo bengithi angikwenzele yona le. Mina nawe asidibane kwividiyo elandelayo. Ngiyabonga.